Get one. It is J-Cell, I believe, has seen them a little bit before on skill issue. But passing looking good right now in front of the net. Some extra confusion added to it and holding on to that possession for a while. Skill issue now. Got to be careful on the defense as Ultor goes up into the sky and finds one up by the crossbar.
And you see Ultor here just kind of take the air dribble all the way from midfield and just gets it past Giselle there. And that is an incredible play there. Let's see. To get the first goal there, turinturo there, showing off that they have some skills and there's no issue in that department right now.
Got no issues on the counter-attack especially. That is a dangerous thing to have down the line. And now we are over halfway and it looks like we are back now talking to our viewers. So exciting to have you back again. If you are just tuned in, this is Frost number 99. We're here in our winners semifinal in the first of a best of 3. And we still got 2 minutes left in this game, JT, so definitely still time for Skill Issue to come back.
Yeah, plenty of time there. Obviously, the skill issue team of Kara, Giselle, and Dez with an exclamation point there. And Corrosive, Pablo, and Ultra rounding out the turinturo squad. If you're just now hearing us for the first time, just a little recap there. What's happened? Gotten a goal here from the side of turinturo there. A minute 45 still left to play here. And it is going to be a tight one as they are now on the offensive here, really trying to put pressure on the back line of skill issue right here. Who's doing everything they can to try to get this out to midfield. But there's always seems to be a response waiting in the wings there for turinturo.
Their response game has been really, really nice. You also got to give to Ultor. I mean, 5 shots already on this game. Has to be feeling really good. Yes, Skill Issue has held possession at times, but has not been able to capitalize off it. How about here, the soft touch, the demo from Ultor, and the save goes absolutely massive there to keep the score of Skill Issue at 0.
Yeah. However, they do need to find something quickly here. Minute left to play here. Kara, who's been such a dominant force physically, at least, with a couple demos already in the name. That's another demo as I say it. Looking for another shot there, but Pablo, like the Pablo Sanchez of backyard baseball, being the GOAT for his team, sets it up for Ultor to put it home for a 2-0 lead.
Pablo goes massive off the backboard to set up this play, and then Ultor gets the finishing touch there. The second goal for turinturo now. The back-to-back ones for Ultor, who is looking to pick up this hat trick with only 1 minute remaining. Skill issue. They need to find some offense. They got to find it quick because, again, it is only a best of 3. So you drop that first game, and suddenly your opponent's only 1 game away from taking that series. So Corrosive and Co. just going to try and play some defense for now, but that shot almost goes over the head of Skill Issue.
Yeah, dangerous attempt there, but well defended in the end. But they need to find something in a hurry. 2-goal deficit with 20 seconds there, 10 seconds to go. I don't think they have it in them here, but this is game 1 here. And there's an opportunity for them to take some stock here and make some adjustments. So now is the time to try to create a little creativity here in the waning seconds of game 1. They're going to take that L, but maybe they can find some hope here as they prepare for the next one.
Some bouncing off the wall. This one will eventually hit the ground. Turinturo will be your victors of game number 1 in 2-0 fashion. Very good job from them. I mean, it just seemed like Scotia had control. They had times where they were holding that ball for 30, 45 seconds, but it was just the counter attack. Those plays just weren't covered on the defense. I mean, you can see it. 6 shots there from Altor and both those goals.
Yeah, and I think that's something that you got to look at, just how oppressive they are offensively there, with Ultra just kind of just being there in their face. But Kara was kind of very physical against it. It wasn't like skill issue wasn't challenging them. Kara was there challenging. It's just unfortunately that they were able to get better chances and more of them on the side of Turinturo there. So I think skill issue, they had, 6 shots, 7 shots there as a team total there. It's not a bad stat there, but when you got 6 just from one player alone, Ultra really kind of carrying his team there and getting those goals because of it.
It really was. I mean, offense and defense. We were seeing the demos. We were seeing some crazy saves. And like you said, they had opportunities, but it always seemed like Alter was there to make sure those opportunities didn't go into the back of the net. Now, the good news for Scotia is the series not over for them, but they got to win this next game if they want to stay alive into the series. So let's hop right into game number 2. Put 5 minutes back on the clock here. See what Scotia can do.
Absolutely. As we see Ultra there, the goal scorer from the last game there. Game number 2, though, very different typically than game number 1. Whatever you saw in game number 1, I like to throw that out, really. It doesn't really matter, because by game number 2, these two teams understand each other's play styles a little bit more. You see those bumps coming in from Ultor there, trying to disrupt that flow of the game state against that opposing team there. So we could see a bunch of goals here, or we could see even possibly a skill issue taking the first one there.
Close shot, almost on the board. And how about the counter attack? J-Cell will find the defense lacking and almost send them home packing here with this shot. Just a solo play, unassisted for their first goal.
I mean, I say it and I speak it into existence, right? Like I said, hey, listen, I wouldn't be surprised if Skill Issue takes the first lead here. And that's exactly what they do. Giselle there taking it home for the money. Put them in the lead here momentarily.
Because it's still 4 minutes on the clock, still a lot of time here. And how about the mid-air pass? Pablo almost getting the connection onto that one. Turinturo, we know they still have the offense to show for it, but definitely getting pushed on the back foot now as Scotia looking to pressure on that offense. Like you said, trying to just use what they learned in game number 1, bring it into this game number 2, and try to decimate with those factors here. J-Cell was a little bit of that ball control, but Kara's shot finds its way in.
Yeah, there's a nice little pinch here off the wall. You can watch Old Tour try to go challenge for it there, and then just right off the wall, right to Kara. It's like a great pass, honestly, from Old Tour there, distributing not just for his own team, but also for the opponents as well.
Shot and doubles the lead here very early. I gotta say too that there's still time left in the clock, but this is absolutely massive for Skill Issue with having a goose egg in game number 1, now a 2-goal lead. We'll see what they can do to follow it up as they build back up this offensive pressure. Ultor, we know they have been a strong player on that defensive angle, setting up this shot off the post, and the second shot goes wide. Yeah,
I mean, listen, this is game number 2. It very rarely looks the same as game number 1, so I expect this to probably finish a 3-5 affair here if we're continuing on here. Who ends up with the 5 there? Hard to say, but right now it is looking the way of Skill Issue as they put another shot on target there with Giselle. Ultimately saved away there, and it was a good save as well. But you see the threatening moments here from Turinturo, and they can get crazy in a hurry when they get momentum on their side.
They really can. Once they have that momentum, can start to go pretty insane. But for Skill Issue's shots right now, they're really good as well. They're making sure the defenders are out of position. It seems like every single time they take a shot, only one defender back. And if they have that follow-up, if they can get that second player, they can start to score every single one of these. That could be a dangerous thing, but we're approaching that halfway marker. Still that 2-goal lead. Another mid-air pass, another mid-air shot, and Dez finds the back of the net.
Yeah, that was just so clean. And look at this, the way they catch it off the wall there. Beautiful pass. I mean, there's no way the defender's going to catch that in anyway. It's never going to happen. Like, you can't, if you give him a pass that clean, the defender has no response. You just have to sit there and it's like, yep, that was a good play.
Yep. And now you got to sit there, unfortunately, with a 3-goal deficit if you are turinturo. Yes, you did win the first game and still have that little advantage to work off of, but we need to see some offense. How about the demo from midair?
Yeah, I love that from Corrosive there. That was beautiful. Ultimately not able to get it home with the goods there, but the attempt and the moxie to pull it off there, that was beautiful to see. Now here comes a beautiful pass off the corner there. Carr able to read it before Ultor gets there, as Corrosive still trying to work things for their team of turinturo. But right now, things are not going their way. They've only had 5 shots, the same number, actually more shots on goal than Skill Issue, but Skill Issue's put more away.
It's going to seem like Skill Issue shots a little bit more, like we said, forcing out the defenders into those bad positions, making those passes to make sure those shots go in. And how about another really good offensive possession here? Passing backwards to keep that possession in at midfield is absolutely massive, and this just lay-in puts Altor as the only defender back. Dez can go up and challenge, and that allows for more rotations from the players. They're playing this so well, and also while all this is happening, JT, they're draining time off the clock.
Absolutely, yeah. They're doing a really good job of controlling the time here, controlling the flow of the game so far. And like I said, you're looking at the shots on goal there for Skill Issue. 4 total. They've got 3 goals there. Only one of them is not batting 1,000. And they're batting 500, which is still pretty good in my book there. Meanwhile, 5 shots on target. We haven't seen any more in the last minute or so from turinturo, and not a single one of them is able to put them in the back of the net yet.
Yet. Maybe here, that offensive drive looked pretty good, but to no fruition just yet is Dez, the last defender back, able to pick up off of that possession off of their defender's demo. Now Dez going to try and go for the air plays, forcing Corrosive into a bad spot. And again, the more time they hold this, the less time turinturo has to work, and the less time it's likely that they come back in this game.
Yeah, this is definitely going to come down to the wire here if turinturo want to make any sort of impact here in game number 2, or if they're just saying GG, go next on to the decisive game 3.
Maybe just a little bit of a go next, maybe pick up some of that momentum for yourself, but it's just going to bounce around here as 0 seconds finally hit that ground, and Skill Issue will be bouncing back into this series with a 3-0 win in game number 2 here. They tie up the series. We go to a game 3 decider. I'd also like to say the losing team on both these first 2 games has been held scoreless.
Yeah, that's true. And honestly, I did want to kind of pose that question to you. Like, which team looked more dominant in their win in this series so far? Like, to me, I would say that, Skill Issue looked far more in control here in game number 2 than turinturo ever looked in game number 1. They didn't look like they had a very comfortable lead. I mean, especially they played very cagey in the first half of the game number 1. They were just trying to get their bearings straight between the 2 teams, really trying to fill each other out. But here, Skill Issue, it took them a game to get revved up, but they are right here, and it really feels like they're here, and that turinturo is just a little down below them. And turinturo, they have to step up right now in game 3.
They also have to find some way to deal with this possession, because like Skill Issue, it seems like they're holding it for so long, and all that does is just drain your boost. They're keeping it in, they're getting these opportunities, and then they're just capitalizing off them. Like you said, they had pretty much the same amount of shots, but they were able to get way more in the goal, and if they play like that in game 3, they definitely look better. But maybe they have something in their back pocket they didn't show us in those first 2 games that they could step up and show us.
We can only hope for that, as we can also only hope for a game 3 overtime, when we all love that, as we are now underway. The decisive game 3. Will turinturo find a way to recover after that game 2? Hard to say right now.
It is hard to say. We'll see.
Just leaving that question hanging there. It's like, I don't know. It's like, do you think I had that answer? No, I don't know what's in their heads. It's like, I'm just asking questions. I don't know.
It's good. Yeah, ask some questions here. Hopefully they'll get answered by the end of these 4 minutes and 30. But 4 minutes and 30, that's what both these teams have to show us that they belong in that next matchup. The winner's final awaits as a spot for the winner of this matchup. But right now, no goals on the board, which is good, because it seemed like Goshi, when they could score early, they got ahead, but Altor finds the goal.
Yeah, no goals so far, and Ultra said bet. As soon as you said it, man, it just couldn't run out of your mouth and into the back of the net for Ultor. And that is a lead now. It seems that they've made some adjustments there for turinturo. into this decisive game 3, and honestly, good for them. So that gives them an opportunity now to really be able to have a lead, and can they hold on to it? That's the question.
Is the question, because we have seen skill issue. They can score fast. They can create those opportunities off of everything here. A little drop down from the ceiling. Not able to find anything off of that. turinturo, though, gonna go forward on this offense, trying to look for these explosive plays here out of the corner. Nice little defensive maneuver there, getting to the ball before their opponent can. Now with about a minute and a half already expired, skill issue getting some offensive drive here, but they're back on defense once more.
Yeah, and right now, turinturo has some really good shot attempts there on net, and to their credit here, they did jump out to the lead early on, and in this series, we've seen that neither team's been able to come back after going down, conceding first. So that is something to take note of here, that they are kind of in that driver's seat here, and all the pressure right now is on skill issue, because neither team has proven that they can claw back a lead yet against each other.
100% true, and I think that, you know, a 1-goal lead is kind of one of those shaky leads, but make it 2 here.
2-goal lead.
Ultor lays it in as soon as I say it. This shot is one of the cleanest I've ever seen.
I dare you to doubt Ultor again. Like, just doubt. I just need you to doubt turinturo whenever Ultor is on the ball there, because they're going to make you look like a fool every time, Llama. You got to be careful of that, because these seem to be vengeful people here. All right, so I don't want to be on their bad side, but nevertheless, there a 2-goal lead with 2:50 left. Though it's the most dangerous lead in esports. Will that prove true here in Game 3, though?
I don't know. We'll see if it holds stable. I mean, maybe I'll doubt Ultor here does to lose the ball for a little bit, but their offense looking really good. They're setting up these beautiful shots and beautiful plays so far, but still half of this game left to play. Like you said, a 2-goal lead is very dangerous. You do not want to get overconfident now, because we've seen skill issue offense be able to drop right on back down. JCell trying to create some of that offense up in the air. Look at that, denied. Ultor again, the anchor on the defense, keeping it out of danger.
Yeah, and here comes Ultor setting up for Corrosive there, as JCell has to defend it here. A little over 2 minutes left to play here. Can't get around Pablo, though, as Pablo pops it up straight to Corrosive, who misses it off the wall here. Pablo once again able to recuperate and regain the possession here, as it is up to Dez for the team of Skill Issue to try to clear it out back up to midfield.
To midfield here, Skill Issue setting up, looking to maybe pitch their tent here and spend the night in the campground in the turinturo defensive side, but it doesn't look like they're going to stay there for long. They got evicted, unfortunately. No camping here for the night, so get back on offense maybe for a little bit, but Corrosive, again, Turn just doing a good job of clearing this ball out, making sure that the possession is not going to be easy to hold for that long, and really good reads up in the air as well.
Yeah, really good reads there. Kara there with a great redirect there, forcing some action on the defensive side of turinturo there. However, they are still stood still and stood very strongly in defense here, as they are nursing this 2-goal lead, 2-0 lead here. Will there be a response at all in game number 3? Ultor says there is a response. It's my hat trick.
Ultor has picked up every single goal that turinturo has got in this series, and that one is just as crazy. A beautiful double attach, a beautiful finish, and now they've got a 3-goal lead. JT, there's only a minute left on the clock.
And I think it really only means one thing right now, right? It means that Ultor is built diffy.
Yeah, 100%. 100% built different here. Skill issue, though. We'll see what they can do. 40 seconds. We know craziness has happened before, but they have to create that craziness all towards their own Dez. Of course, they're going to get pickpocketed. Got to get in that offensive zone. JCell trying to make some aerial plays, but no teammates to follow it up. They're just back getting boosted, and unfortunately, 20 seconds left. It's looking more grim by the second.
Yeah, nice clear there by Pablo. Looking for Ultor for number 4, and there it is. That will seal the game here for them, as we still have 18 seconds left to play. A technicality at this point here. It is virtually impossible for, I think, Skill Issue to come back here in this series.
Yeah, pretty impossible. I mean, maybe you score a goal every 4 seconds, but it's pretty tough. It's pretty hard, especially with Turn's offense and defense that have just been locked down. Another really
Make
good
it
passing
5.
play. Alter will add a 5th goal once again, making sure nobody else on the team is allowed to score.
Yeah, I think that's that is exactly it there. It's almost out of spite now, right? Like, it's like, oh, you guys, that's a great pass there. Let me just finish it up for you there. Please, Mr. Older, can I have a goal, please? No, you may not. You may stay down there and feed me my food. My food is the ball, and I must deliver goals.
They have Altor now with that 7 goals combined on the series, going absolutely crazy. Now the goal counter, the
All right, there you go, Pablo.
Pablo, what are you doing? That's not
Thank
legal.
you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that from Pablo, actually, you know, honestly, because it did feel like Ultor was kind of like this looming presence over the rest of the squad there. But Pablo's there to say, hey, no, we keep it real. We share the workload here, and I appreciate that because that doesn't mean that we have like to psychoanalyze your team here, right? That saves me from having to psychoanalyze the team, and like honestly, nobody's here to watch that happen, right? Well, we are here to see some goals and see you guys move on in the winner's bracket there. But GG's to Turinturo there. Able to take it in best of 3 in game 3 there. Skill issue, they're going to drop down to the lower bracket though. So they're still not out of it.
They still have a chance, and that's what that safety net is all about. Obviously, would have loved to wait a few more matches to use it, maybe have that second life if you're, waiting to go into the finals. But nonetheless, for them, they'll have that second chance for the side of Turinturo. Really good stuff, I gotta say. That second game was a little shaky, but it did seem like at points their offense in game 3 was just a step up. You asked for it, they did it. They said, okay, we're gonna feed Ultor, we're gonna give him all the goals, but we're still gonna create these crazy passing plays and offensive opportunities.
Yeah, and I think that's really good for them here to see what's going on, for their team. They know who their ace is, right? They know who to feed. Clearly, at this point in the stage, and they've had 4 games already in this tournament here. So certainly they're going to have to have probably the biggest challenge, though, to face now as they move on to the winners final there, where we have the perennial appear of the winners finals. That is Subpro is going to be their plate to put on to try to eat, that challenge,
Yeah, and like you said, Subbro, they are no stranger to these blizzards. They have, ruled them for a long time. They are a really good team. Heps, Hurts, and Shocks going to be set up to play, and, it's large stakes. It's a best of 5, but the winner of that one gets a game advantage and a guaranteed spot in the grand final. That's some awesome stuff, JT.
Yeah, we're talking about like 12-ounce steaks, all right? Like these were some seriously large steaks, right? Like you want to make sure you cook that right. So we're going to take some time to cook that steak. When you come back, we will have we will have the games ready for you guys coming right back up.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. Still here with Frost Blizzard, number 99, one away from big number 100. But we're moving a little bit forward in the bracket. JT told us a little bit about this winners finals matchup before the break, but now you can tell them after the break.
Yeah, I do love telling them about these stakes. They are now well and truly fully seasoned stakes here because we have Supro taking on Turinturo here in the winners final. Supro, they've been here before. We got Hertz, we got Shocks, we got Heps, we got on the Turinturo side there. We got Corrosive, Pablo, and Old Tor there, the man who is the myth, who is the legend, who has scored all the goals except for one in the last series for them.
All but one, and it will be kind of interesting to see because, you know, in a best-of-5 series, consistency really is the most important thing, and we know their game number 2 from last series wasn't the greatest showing overall. So we'll see if Supro, we know their offense and defense can lock down the game at times, but right now it looks like the only thing they're locking down is their own net. Really good. The counterattack, though, 1v1 not going Hep's way.
Well, again, it just shows the patience there for Supro. You know, they are veterans of this scene, of this tournament here. They know what it's like to compete and win this thing multiple times here, so they are feeling, you know, very confident here. And why wouldn't they be? You know, they certainly at this level are one of those teams that we see time and time again, and that's for good reason. It's because they're very good.
They're very good. Have been in many close altercations towards the rlcs and have been on this bubble scene for a while, so they know these Frost tournaments almost better than anyone. But you know, at any given Monday, today is some team can step up, and through the first minute and a half, no one has an early goal, so no early leads.
Yeah, and that's fine. Again, game one, it's all about, you know, getting to know your opponents a little bit there. What do they like to play? You know, how are they going to try to beat you here? And this is going to be a counterattack. Corrosive is going to find the back of the net on it there, off that nice little pinch here, and that is a beautiful setup there for the first goal.
This is a huge goal, actually. Corrosive and Altor getting set up for that one, and I don't know, this is kind of weird, Altor not getting the goal, but, you know, nonetheless, still a really good goal for Turinturo, and an assist one at that, just showcasing their teamwork once again. But the kickoff going Subro's way, some early pressure off of it, but the clear does come through from Turinturo to get it out of danger.
I mean, any way they go in, that they all count the same there, so that's what matters at the end of the day there for Turinturo there. And again, this is a team that knows how to play from the front there. They can defend a lead quite well, and they see Ultra with a great defense there, making a great save from that shot attempt by Supro. Ultra, again, right place, right time there. Heps trying to test that back line, but so far the only answer he's finding is Ultra.
It's pass. Shot goes just a little bit right into the hands of Turn, but trying to press on forward. Supro just trying to suffocate them out, making sure they use all that boost. A demo, though, will cut down the offense just slowly, and it does seem like at every single shot, Turinturo is there, but Supro is doing just such a good job of holding this one in. Hurts maybe looking for a teammate now. They got to rotate back, but Heps meeting it once again at midfield, looking for the mechanical play, trying to slide it down, but just can't find a way in.
Yeah, and that was actually Shocks, the teammate there, that actually kept that from going into the back of the net there. Just wrong place, wrong time there, unfortunately. And that one redirected it there. That could have been the equalizer. Instead, we are still looking for a potential equalizer or a second goal here with less than 2 minutes remaining in game one.
Stand still for about a minute and a half. Turn, though, looking for that crazy explosive counterattack. Won't be able to find it on that drive, but talk about explosion. Some demos being used by Turinturo on the defense to try and make sure that offense just clears out of there. They don't want them fading into their half too much. Pablo, though, looking for the perfect setup. The read is good from Supro, as it looks like the third man from Turn wasn't there at the midfield. Now back the other way, up to the skies for Pablo, and Hertz and Heps should be able to get this one out.
Yeah, Heps now trying to navigate and just direct that ball in off the post, though, for Hertz. Can Shocks put it home? No. Ultor is there again, making some key defensive stops for their team here in this game number one.
Defensive stops. Only 1 minute left, though, here for Supro. Yes, you're only down one, but still need to find that one. Still sitting at a goose egg. Want to upgrade to that Olive Garden breadstick. Nice nice and tasty for yourself, but only 50 seconds to do so. Better call the waiter over here and order it because time is running out. But for Shocks, lays a pass on down, reads again from turinturo. They're going to try and clear out and hold on to this possession again for just as long as they can.
Man, breastshake sounds so good now. You know, you can just get, you know, garlic bread. As Corrosive scores a second goal here now. That is 2 for him on the game, and that might seal game number 1 here for turinturo.
Corrosive is dunking onto these kids out here. Going to be eaten well tonight for sure. Half a minute left for Subbro. The second goal now coming 3 minutes apart off the kickoff as well. Pablo, a good little win there. Subbro, they got to do something, and they got to do it now. It's got to be 2 quick goals, but Corrosive just going for the aerial plays once again off the backboard, pulling all 3 Subbro players to that direction. Pablo to get on the backboard, but it'll go up in the air. Apps trying to set it up off the backboard, leaves it for the teammate. The slam home, the shot is good. Shocks finds it.
Now things get a little juicy here. I thought this game was kind of done and dusted here, but 6 seconds left here. Off a clean kickoff, there's a possibility, not a strong one, but a possibility nonetheless here, where there is a world that exists where Subpro is able to make a comeback and tie it up here. Final few seconds of game number 1 here. It's staying alive, but slam down. Pablo makes sure and secures game 1 in favor of turinturo.
Pablo playing till the final second there. That's what you love to see, because like you said, it could have definitely gotten hairy for Subpro. Yeah, they lose the game. It looks a little bit shaky for them in game 1, but it is a really long series, and I would love to direct your attention to their shot category because they had quantity. 14 shots in that game. Really good stuff. Just need to find a way to convert on some more of those.
Yeah, unfortunately, they only get 1 out of 14 there. I don't even want to do that type of math there. It's a lot of you know, quantity, but not a whole lot of quality there, right? So you know, the production value gone drastically down there is what we say in the biz. So we'll see if turinturo is able to stymie Subpro once again here in game number 2, or if Subpro is able to find that diamond in the rough there to unlock this Master Lock 420, which can be unlocked with another Master Lock 420.
Can be unlocked with another Master Lock?
Yeah. Have you not seen the lock being lawyer on TikTok? Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah.
All right, well, we will see if Subro can find their way to lockpick themselves into the Vault of Secrets on how to win this series. Oh, man, what a shot to start us out here. Turinturo, they are not waiting until the 3-minute 30 mark to try and score their first goal. They are coming out swinging here.
Yeah, that was a wake-up call, I think, on the back line there. You can almost hear just the sound of everyone on Subpro going just clenching in their seats as they wait for that ball to possibly go in there, but ultimately able to save it momentarily.
Save it. They got to keep on saving here in the defensive zone, and like you said, start to turn some of these shots that they had so much quantity of last time into those quality shots. Start to find those goals. How about a bouncing one towards the backboard? Maybe the third follow-up player knew it was coming. Pablo, just an easy finish right towards the top right corner.
Yeah, beautiful there, just finding that backboard pass from Corrosive. Pablo puts it home there very easily, very calm, collected there, nobody around him. And those are those uncontested shots you do not want to give up at this level here. Subpro right now looking a little off their game here. I want to see if they are able to kind of get woken up there a little bit more, maybe get into a flow state just a little bit, as you see them very closely bunched up there, very tight formation here, which can be a detriment at times if everybody's kind of getting in each other's way.
It also seems like Corrosive having a really good series already, setting up these shots. Corrosive taking the shot towards their own. The teamwork makes the dream work once again.
Yeah, look at this. Pablo, Corrosive, Corrosive, Pablo. It's you know, these two working together here. We knew that Ultor was kind of carrying them in the last series here, but right now Ultor just kind of having to play that third man, be the defensive rock for them here, and I think that changeup has worked quite well for them here so far. You see that you got the scoring acumen from Corrosive and Pablo just fine and dandy. You know, they're able to score those goals. They don't need to rely on Ultor to get all the goals for them there, but having Ultor being there on the back end being the first one, being that first responder to any sort of emergency defensively, has really helped this team maintain a better presence over the field.
That's definitely helped. They're also really good at recognizing those mistakes, kind of double push out of the way there. As you know, on that last goal, 3 sub-bro players were in that corner, so definitely cannot have that at any point, and they're forcing out these shots. Like I was saying earlier, Corrosive is pulling players with their shots, is moving them where they want to go, and forcing those extra committals, which you cannot have going forward in the series. But going forward, they still have 3 minutes, and it is still only 2. A nice shot there. The secondary touch goes wide just as well, but those are the shots we need to see.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can do that here. As you see here, 2.5 minutes still to play. Corrosive dropping it down here, looking for Pablo to redirect over the backfield there. Ultor looking, but Hep's able to redirect it out to Hertz, and now it is all about that 2.5 minute drill for sub-bro. Can they put something in the back of the net here? They trail 2-0 right now.
Down 2, but they're on the offense. The setup is there, but Pablo, once again, that anchor is holding down, and unfortunately, there's nobody to hold down on the sub-bro side. It's an open net goal here from turinturo.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get a little too aggressive chasing the game there, and that's going to be Ultor's bread and butter there all day, every day. I mean, bread, butter, garlic butter, you know, garlic toast. Listen, you can just buy garlic bread, guys. I'm telling you, it's so good. It's so rewarding as an adult just to have garlic bread whenever you want.
That's true. Just buy that garlic bread. Sub-bro gonna try and buy some offense here. Still trying to find their goals here in this series. How about Heps going up in the air, trying to set up something off of the corner? Again, they're getting the pressure, just not able to find those goals just yet, because it does seem like Pablo and Ultor playing really good defense right now and not letting it go in. You see Ultor, another great save, cutting off the aerial and moving that ball into a less dangerous position. Now, with 1:30 left to go, I mean, sub-bro, you still need 3 goals to catch up.
They do, and you know, it's not going to come to them very easily with the defense right now for turinturo here, and it's going to be a question to see if they are able to step up here. I mean, it's game number 2. It's not the end of the world here, but if you drop game number 2 after dropping game number 1 here, it becomes that much bigger of a mountain to try to climb here. They got 1 minute and 10 seconds. They've got some time to possibly play with here, and that was a good shot opportunity, but they get in the way of each other here, and that prevents a goal from going in.
Oh man, the friendly fire from sub-bro denies them their first goal in this second game. As a reminder, turinturo already won that first game, so if they win this second one, they will be 1 game away from touching that grand finals. 1 step closer to the trophy, but still 45 left on the clock. Once again, sub-bro stuck on the defense, trying to peel the glue off their hands right now. A shot just slides right on in. Corrosive adds the 4th.
Yeah, and that's going to be probably the nail in the coffin for game number 2 here. This is just a beautiful shot there from Corrosive, able to find that point in the net there where, you know, it's right behind the defense. Not able to get to it there. It's not going to be a chance here for them here. Game number 2, I think it's just you look at game number 3 and you build some momentum, and that's how you start that momentum, by getting off the kickoff.
That is how you start it. Nice little kickoff win there. It looks like Ultor and Corrosive go a little bit further up, and the defender can't catch it as it slides to the net. So sub-bro, another goal again for them, but as we talked about, still 3, still a lot to catch up. They're going to have a lot of good planned kickoffs if they want to catch up in this game, and it's maybe like we're talking about. Maybe you transfer this momentum to the next game, try and work off it, and try to build something here. How about that shot? Nice off the crossbar.
Yeah, beautiful shot off the crossbar, but even better save there by Ultor, able to make it so closer off the mop and bucket. There it is for Ultor, makes it 5-1 there. Clean up on aisle goal as Ultor takes it in here to seal the deal. 11 seconds left to go.
Yeah, another one for them. They kind of put, I mean, if there weren't like 100 nails already in this coffin, they're putting another one in here, JT, for the end of this game number 2. But time ticking down to single digits here. Nothing really sub-bro can do except watch that time tick down to nothing. It'll hit the ground, and turinturo have won the second game in the series. They are now 1 game away from moving on to that grand finals. And like we said, the stakes, JT, you get that game advantage as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is something that Bro, they've been able to rally back from the losers bracket. However, this is not something that they want to find themselves in. They still have, this is a best of 5, so they're not out of it yet. But games 1 and games 2 going in favor of Bro, of turinturo, excuse me, and not in the favor of Bro. It makes it so much more difficult for them here. This is the most difficult position they could have put themselves in by losing the first 2 games.
It's tough. And even if you win the first one, you still got to win 2 more. Even if you win 2, you still got to win that third one. It is so hard to pull off that reverse sweep, but we know Rocket League, it's a game all about momentum. So if you can maybe get a win here in game number 3, if you can find that offense, but I feel like they have to find it early. Maybe it's just me, JT, but I feel like they need to come out of this next game like swinging, demoing, trying to get that first goal first to try and build that momentum back towards themselves.
Yeah, I think this is going to be something that they have to find a way to unlock because they haven't yet. They don't have the answers yet. They haven't found an answer. They found 1 goal over 2 games. They found, well, excuse me, 2 goals over 2 games there. So a goal a game isn't going to win this one here for you. So you have to find something. And if they've got any magic tricks up their sleeves here, now's the time to activate them so you keep alive here in this series.
Got to keep your life going. Obviously, second chance is still there. And like you said, Bro done well in the lower bracket, but definitely want that game advantage. Definitely want to move yourself a little bit further forward. How about an early shot? Corrosive wasting no time, 15 seconds in.
Yeah, Corrosive again. This is what we've seen here time and time again here from turinturo. They want us to keep saying their name here, and that's how you do it, is by scoring goals there. And Corrosive doing the best for their team here, making sure that they have another early advantage. They have not given up the lead throughout this series yet.
Haven't given up the lead, and the Bro, unfortunately, most of their lone goals have been a little bit later in the game, so they need to find it quickly. How about a nice demo onto Altor? That could start up something. Now in midfield, the midair pass is denied. The respawn comes through from Altor and just playing that anchor role once more, but an awkward touch sets up Bro for a little bit of time in this offensive zone, but it just feels like Turn is just controlling every one of these passes.
Yeah, it's really good control of the game. Flo and Pablo now moving it out past midfield here. Has support with Corrosive. He doesn't have the support and boost to get there, though, as it is a clear, threatening attack, but ultimately up a cul-de-sac there, as it's going to be an opportunity maybe for Bro to try to launch some sort of momentum here.
Gifted off the bonk, off the crossbar there. The 4th defender saving that one off. And about a minute and a half already drained off this clock as Bro tries to set themselves up. Hep's trying to get the fancy footwork off in the air, but unfortunately getting a little bit too cute with it. Turno just says, we're going the other way. We're laying it down, and almost a good pass connection in the midair.
Yeah, that was an incredible save there from Hertz, as Shock sends it just a smidgen hair too wide of the net on that shot attempt there. 3 minutes and 10 seconds here. They're keeping pressure high on the side of turinturo. But right now, Bro needs to find something here to try to equalize at least this game.
Find something. Lead is still only 1, and maybe almost the equalizer there. Hep's just trying to battle it out, but it will be the nice shot. Altor, the amazing save, will keep it with that lead here. Bro just cannot get a break here on offense. Off the backboard, trying something. Finally, their efforts strike. Hertz is the one to do it.
Yeah, and honestly, Hertz need to score that goal there, because that kind of save coming out from Altor there, that can be demoralizing at times, right? If you don't immediately try to score after that sort of save, where they've had shot, and finally a Herculean effort gets it into the back of the net there, that could have very easily turned demoralizing there for Bro, but they persevered, and they are able to tie this game up here.
persevered here and possibly a chance at maybe some more screen time if they can win this game right here. As a reminder, Turn still sitting a little bit comfortable with that 2-game lead, but half this game left to play. Definitely not comfortable here. The passing plays denied early from Subbro. That's exactly how you need to stop it. And how about a counterattack laid down off of the corner? Won't go anywhere for now, but the setup play is definitely still there. But reads are so good from turinturo here. They should be able to just battle this out and eventually clear it through. With a shot.
What a demo! Look at that demo from Shox here. Sets this one up, had the pass out to the midfield beautifully. Knew exactly what he wanted to do with that pass and gets the demo. Corrosive not there in time. Beautifully set up to take the first lead for Subbro in this series.
Yeah, and I think turinturo and I all had the same picture in our mind. This ball is going to get cleared, we'll be okay, but the demo is massive, and the midfield stop, if they don't get that stop, that's a goal for turinturo. So beautiful stuff from Subbro. They're taking these risks, and they are paying off, doubling their score now up to 2. And for the first time, they have this lead. They got to keep it, though, JT. How about the shot? There's nobody back. There's nobody there.
I do appreciate a game-changing demo, and that feels like it was a game-changing demo because as soon as they take the lead here, they are on fire. They doubled their lead now to 2. And with a minute 35 left to play here, how do we get, what response are we going to get now from turinturo? Giving up their first lead on stream.
First lead here, and I will say as well that Subbro looking really good on these kickoffs, building some good offense off the start of them, but they do have to be a little bit careful. We know turinturo can score, and we're still in minute 15. We've seen crazier things happen in this Rocket League universe, so just got to be careful, but don't got to be careful when you got Shox on your team. Nice little save from Corrosive. The secondary touch saved as well from Corrosive, and the third member cannot finish it off, but the pressure being applied from Subbro is going massive right now.
Yeah, they don't need these shots necessarily to go in the back of the net there. They just need to create pressure, and pressure they get as Ultor is called into action for yet another save here. 45 seconds left to play. Hurt sending it up here for Shox. They keep that clock ticking down faster and faster as the clock winds down to that nuclear 0, setting off a bombastic display of offensive form here in game number 3.
Ultor, what a shot here. Actually threads the needle perfectly between 3 players that were sitting there.
Yeah, what? This is, I'll be honest, caught me by surprise here. Great little shot there. Found the rebound up in the air there, dropped it home, again, where nobody else could get it in time. And now we have ourselves a 1-possession game here. It could go either way here. We could still see possibly overtime in game 3 with a beautiful demo. Just off target.
Just coming through, Subbro trying to stabilize this defense here is now down to 10 seconds left, but we know anything can happen when the timer hits 0. We know it's just a 1-goal deficit, but Subbro controlling it well. It'll hit 0, but can they control it enough? Bouncing down, the teammates looking good. The one-on-one is here for Corrosive, who gets it denied. Bouncing out towards the ceiling, bouncing out as turinturo just trying to hold on to it. Has a nice little finishing touch, and Subbro have picked up their first game in the series.
Yeah, that has to feel good for Subbro. Allows them an opportunity here to get back into this series here and really show off why they are so highly regarded here in the Weekly Blizzard, as they, once again, whenever they're fighting for that grand championship shot, that grand final spot there, that is something that something kind of clicks in the head there, right? It's just a little bit differently, and it's like, oh, no, we're like that pressure. Some people crumble under there, but those that have been there tend to rise more often than they crumble.
And JT, I got some hopium for you. Maybe it's copium, maybe it's hopium, whatever it is. If you're a Subbro fan, they love screen time, so maybe they just lost the first 2 games for screen time, and then didn't have terrible offense and defense. Maybe.
Well, if they wanted the most screen time here, what they would do is they would probably lose in game 4 just so they could drop down to the loser bracket there, so they could continue to stay on the screen there. So if that's the strategy, I mean, more content for us either way. I don't know I think though they'd rather have the game advantage in the final, in the grand finals. That's just me though, but you know. It's just a theory, a game theory, right?
Oh, okay. But like you said, they move on. They keep going in this series. They'll keep on fighting. So we'll see if they can keep on bringing it back. Because again, they can't lose a single game. They still have to win 2 in a row. But it did look like their passing was on point. Just again, gotta hold that lead a little bit early because turinturo, they've shown us they can score.
Yeah, as Ultor now trying to set something up here for their team. They are trying to score early here, obviously. That's what they like to be, is in front, not chasing the game there, as whenever they chase the game, they lose. We have now enough data to prove that whenever they do not have the lead, they cannot recover. So looking for that early lead, Corrosive taking that shot there, almost connected there, but just a little wide, as Ultor keeps that pressure high on the back line of Subro.
Pressure there, that's going to be important for Subro. Seems like they're okay under the pressure. I mean, turinturo, they have to be a little bit careful because we remember last game Subro was good at hitting those counterattacks and setting up those plays. Really good read to keep that ball out of danger, and that's what they love, is getting those follow-up touches. And Subro, those counterattacks have to come in clutch because, again, the offense, the passing looking so good right now. Shock, gotta be careful as it just bounces around this midfield line.
As Pablo popping up here, dropping down from Corrosive there, but just not in the back of the net there. It was a good, I like the idea of it. I really like the idea of it. The execution, a little bit lacking right now, though. On both sides, honestly, as it remains scoreless.
It's scoreless through a minute and a half so far, but Subro definitely the ones that want to try and score first, try and get back in this series, build that momentum. Hurts building the momentum in the air. A secondary player, Heps, going to try and keep it off of the corner, maybe wait for the teammate to bounce around. Passing back to the teammates, waiting for them, but Turn has the ability to turn that ball right into a counter-attack, but good enough from Subro to keep that possession in here and off into the corner. It'll be continued offensive pressure from Subro, but once again, can't find the net.
Yeah, nothing in the back of the net so far here as we are about to approach halftime here in game number 4. 2 minutes 45 on the clock here, so not quite there, but neither team not quite able to breach the defense of their opponents. The demo there might open something up here for Ultor and Corrosive, but there comes Heps to bounce it downfield there and fizzle out that attack.
A little bit good on the communication there to make sure the team is all in the right positions. How about this one? Bar down! Ultor won't get the angle, unfortunately, so we'll have to keep that offense going, and those can be a little bit demoralizing. You talked about those before, that you have a shot that just barely doesn't go in. Heps stuffing that ball right at the 10-yard line. He'll try and clear it out as well. Really good touches in communication right now from Subro, but both these teams, neither have scored, JT. It's still at a standoff at 0. How about this shot? Side to side. Subro save it.
Yeah, great one from Heps. Now looking for Hurts there as Shocks, but Pablo able to keep him off the ball there as Heps now getting demoed there. They've really picked on Heps a little bit here. You know, you've seen him getting demoed there, seen him just sitting on his back there, looking a little awkward turtle there at times, but that might be what they view as the threat here, as he Hurts also gets the demo treatment, and now will it be for Shocks. Corrosive puts it home.
Corrosive finding the back of the net here, unassisted, bounces it off the crossbar, finishes the touch as it waterfalls down. Lovely stuff. They take the lead late in this game number 4. Subro, what is your response to these crazy plays? It's not the Ultor show anymore. It's the Corrosive show. We've talked about how good the passing has been from this player, but the ability to shoot as well has been so spectacular to see for Subro. The offense needs to be found. They're playing a little bit of defense right now. The double commit going to try and get it out, but that just gives more space to Turn as they've turned this right into more offense in the corner. It's going to be Hurts trying to battle it as Ultor just back up, let the teammates carry this one as Subro trying to carry out.
Yeah, and turinturo there, they are in the driver's seat. But this is a dangerous shot. Holy cow! Hurts! What is that?
Subro making our hearts race here as they wait 4 minutes to find the goal, but Hurts, what an angle there. Another solo goal into this game. Boy, oh boy, 1 minute left to go and tied up on the scoreline. Subpro looking to force a game number 5 here in this winner's final. See if they can do it. Corrosive and Co. gonna try and pull the goal for themselves, but the kickoffs once again giving Subpro a little bit of early advantage in the possession. We'll see if they can hold it.
Man, what an incredible shot there. That is a momentum shifter just by itself. Ultorf coming up with the save here on Heps as Corrosive tries to set up for Pablo here. They are trying to find that match winner here. They are again on match point, and Pablo might have found it there if it was not for Shocks with a beautiful save.
Absolutely insane save, and now 15 seconds left to go. Overtime looms large unless one of these two teams can pick up a goal in the final. Single digit, 10 seconds. Here you go. You got to get something. Heps gonna get jumped on over. 2v1 here. Got to be careful on the Subpro defense, but bounce into the corner, gives them some time. A good stuff right on the goal line. Zeros on the clock here. Does either team want to give it up? Turno, they're okay with overtime, so we will go there.
Overtime golden goal opportunity. Here comes Heps now trying to drive it, but Ultor right there to match him blow for blow as Ultor also goes for those demos. You see, they're so much more comfortable with the demos there on the turinturo side of things. They are just absolutely trying to get as physical as possible here. And Subpro, they are struggling to match that physicality here. And so I think that might be what could be the decider if it comes down to it here. But as it stands, nothing stood between these two at the end of 5 minutes. So what will the next, how long will it take to find that golden goal here?
Question these teams have got to answer. For Subpro really stepping up to play that really good defense to make sure none of these shots make it their way. For right now, Shocks off the backboard, making sure there's no secondary touch opportunity. Heps goes to the sky. Has to be a little bit careful about getting those clearing touches towards the side wall in their own defensive zone as Turn still putting the pressure on. Corrosive, the pinch down. Corrosive towards the crossbar. Can't finish the job.
Yeah, Heps there to the center. Very dangerous, but Shocks is able to get there before Pablo tries to drop it down in front of Corrosive. Ultor there to make the clear, as that could have been a mop and bucket situation if he wasn't there to make that save. A minute 25 down in overtime. How much longer will we find as Corrosive now on the warpath?
Corrosive look for these demos. Corrosive going up. Corrosive with the shot and the goal. We'll find it here in OT. We'll win the third game for turinturo here off the assist of Ultor's pass, and they will move to the grand finals.
A minute and a half of overtime is all it needed for Corrosive, Ultor, and Pablo from turinturo to mark their way into the grand finals. And it's up to Subpro there. Again, like I said, if they wanted the most screen time, it'd be prudent for them to lose in game number 4 so that we could see them in the losers final there. And I think that's exactly what their plan was. So again, they love the spotlight. So, and who doesn't love a little bit of drama? So that's Subpro there for you. Ultimately, though, whoever wins in the losers final, it's not necessarily going to be guaranteed. It could be Subpro, but it could be their opponent. And I think that they have to take those calculations and see, do they like their odds, right?
That's the question, because you're going down, you're coming off of a loss, and you're going to be playing a team that's most likely fired up coming off of a win. Obviously, Subpro will be dropping down to play the winner of Skill Issue and Deleted XD, but for turinturo, we talked about the stakes. They are already a guaranteed spot now in the grand finals. They pick up a game advantage in that best of 7, and I gotta say, we were kind of talking about wondering in this series, would it just be the Ultor show? Would it be a single target that Subpro could just demo, get them out of the game, and win the entire series? But I feel like, to me, JT, they seem like really well-rounded.
Absolutely, yeah. It was a very unique experience there to see what was the Ultor show in previous round really kind of just turn on its head there and turning on heads. Who would have thought, right? Crazy, right? That they would have that in their name. But Corrosive, Pablo both stepping up there in their own respective ways. I think Corrosive really had a nice breakout series that we've seen on stream from them, and Pablo steady as ever, just being that constant presence in the midfield there and able to break up those passes there for them.
Yeah, seemed good all around. Corrosive showing the dual threat, right? They can pass, they can shoot, they can also the triple threat can also play really good defense. So lovely stuff. Hopefully we'll get to see some good games from them in the grand finals. Now, before we go off to a break, we got some new, if you haven't noticed, Frost has got a new logo here. We've got some new merch that you guys in chat should go check out. It's with the new logo. It looks pretty awesome and you should order some today.
Yeah, absolutely. They got merch there. They got some fancy extra sponsors coming in for that hundo, the Winter Blizzard hundo coming up next week. But that's next week, guys. We haven't finished this week yet. All right, so why don't we take a quick break? And when we come back, we'll get to working on finishing up this week.
Nothing off fuse won't make me sober. One flame to take the pain away. I caught you lighting matches in the back room. Haters look mad when they pass you. Let's talk about around when it's past due. Raise a glass to know you don't gotta fight alone. You don't gotta fight alone. Don't be so personal. Take me out of the road. I'm going under. Take me out of the road. I'm going under. All we love, all we done is just sit around wasting our time. Take me out of the road. I'm going under. Wasting our time. I'm going under. Everyone's seen death in their dreams, but we still wake up and go to sleep. Everyone's seen death in their dreams, but we still wake up from our sleep. I'll be home soon. You don't gotta fight alone. You don't gotta fight alone. You don't gotta fight alone. Don't be so personal. Take me out of the road. I'm going under. Take me out of the road.
can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain, game of survival. Anytime or place, watch 'em run away. I got no, I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my phone. I got no rival, watch 'em run away. I got no, I got no rival. keeps burning. We're inviting the night in. Welcome, my heart so full, I'm devoting myself to the night. There's no motive, we're just listening, we're existing. We stay when the music plays, let's drop it low and the people sway. Rising with each beat of the music is bringing real flames in the fire that keeps burning. We're inviting the night in. Welcome, my heart so full, I'm devoting myself to the night. There's no motive, we're just listening, we're existing.
Welcome back. Sorry about that break, but we are here still with Frost Esports in our weekly Rocket League tournament. We're moving forward in the bracket as we only have 2 more series left to go to finish out the night. We are starting with one here in the lower bracket finals. It's an elimination matchup between Supbro and Deleted XDX.
Yeah, sup, bro? If you forgot, it is the team of Hertz, Shocks, and Heps. Meanwhile, Deleted XDX are gonna give it to you with their Excelst, Hammy, Crackers, and Cryptic running out that squad.
Good squad altogether. We'll see 5 minutes on the clock here. Who can take this first game again? We are down to a best of 3, so a little bit reduction in that series size. So just as important to take that first game. But like we said, this first game always about figuring out what your opponent wants to do. And Shocks wants to try and take this right towards the back of the net. No teammate there to follow it up.
Yeah, and you see Shocks there very much setting the tempo early here for this squad as Heps now working with Shocks to get it out past midfield once again there by Hammy Crackers. They're a veteran of this scene as well. We've seen on many of these Frost tournaments before, and I would not be surprised to see them continue to make inroads here against this team of Supbro.
They can keep moving on, moving up. Right now, some passing plays right in front of the net. Won't result into anything just yet, but they'll keep that possession. Try and get it out. The shot will be cleared, but a demo and their life paid for it from some of these Supbro players. Now, as they get in a demo of their own to try and set themselves up, Hammy Crackers, again, just battling for possession as neither of these teams able to find a goal in that first minute and a half. And it will be Cryptic trying to put it up in the air. A shot towards the right post. Won't find the back of the net.
Yeah, as Shocks looking there, but Cryptic continuing to apply pressure here as Excelst sends it across the face of the goal mount there, but nobody home to really send that into the back of the net there. It's a dangerous move there as a demo comes on to Hertz. Excelst made the shot there, but it was wide of the mark as it remains scoreless. 3 minutes in, left to go. What a shot! Oh, what a save from Hammy Crackers!
That was a crazy shot, but the save even better. Subro chomping at the bit to get their first goal, but it'll actually be on the other end. Heps, the save good as well. The defenses, both of them building up a brick wall here. Now, some big boost picked up from Hammy Crackers. We'll try and get the clear on through a nice little redirect, but can't get the win in the air.
Yeah, as Excel's applying pressure with no boost there, it's a good way to try to stall things out, give your team some time to recuperate and set up for the next opportunity here. As Shock's trying to drop down there for Heps. Hertz gets down, and now it's an open net for Hammy Crackers, and Hammy Crackers gets the first goal.
Hammy Crackers finding the first goal here about 3 minutes into this first game, and Hammy Crackers, you can just see, driving away with the ball, catches them in a misrotation, and Deleted XDX will strike first, take the first lead here. Now, still a lot of time left, but Subro have been a little bit late starters, I would say, JT, in this, overall tournament, so they need to get going soon, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. Need to get going, as this is only a best of 3 here, so it is going to be an opportunity for them to really try to work forward. And here comes Heps with the equalizer.
This pass is just absolutely beautiful communication right towards midfield. Hurts to Heps, the double H combo that has been so deadly. Will strike its poison once again right into the next of Deleted XDX, and a very quick counter goal, so pretty quickly equalized out here. Subro still 2 minutes to try and find maybe one or more to solidify this lead towards their own. Right in front of the net, Hurts, a nice little redirect off the backboard will stall out time for the teammates to get there, but Deleted XD, they're losing a little bit of that possession, but finally will gain control.
Yeah, see Hurts there trying to create that creativity there in the midfield, ultimately up a cul-de-sac there, as it is met with a plum by Deleted XD, as Cryptic now trying to create something here. Went straight up Route 1 there, but ultimately well defended there by Subpro, as the teams go back and forth here, trying to find that little bit of advantage to try to separate them here. With a minute left to go here, nothing separates them, and they are just, again, so well matched. They're taking each other on the chin, blow for blow.
Blow for blow, punch for punch, but how about this punch right toward the backboard for Deleted XD? Won't find any follow-up, but under a minute, now a goal. It could be massive for either side. Hammy Crackers faking out everybody in the air and leaves it for themselves to finish.
Yeah, great little movement here by Hammy Crackers, just to deftly maneuver it past the defense. Tucks it home there for the lead. 47 seconds left to play, and we could have ourselves a little bit of an upset brewing here if this scoreline is to stay the same.
Be a little bit of an upset. Lead XD, we know they're such a good team, and how about this good shot? Far down, fakes the defender and still gets it.
Gorgeous bar down in Insky there. Hammy Crackers didn't need to do anything special with it, just knocked it home. Put it right place there. Put it home there. 2-goal lead now, 35 seconds left to play. It does look like game number 1 is going in favor of Hammy Crackers and the rest of Deleted XDX. Can they hold on, though, for that last 30 seconds?
That's the question. 30 seconds, still a lot of time here for Subro if they can get those back-to-back goals. They got to go now, though. The offense cut a little bit short by Excelst, who's going to try and block out these passes, the possession, the hold here from Subro. They need to get one before that second kickoff. Give them time here, but the pressure applied from Deleted XD down to under 10 seconds left to go. And as every single second ticks off the clock, it's just less and less probable it will be Deleted XD taking this first game 3-1 as soon as this ball hits the ground.
Yeah, good performance there in game number 1 for Deleted XDX there. How are they going to be able to respond from Subpro there? Because you look at them, only 2 shots. Only 2 shots in the entire game. Both of them from Heps. And only one of them in the back of the net. So, I mean, 50% shooting percentage, not bad. But when you only got 2 shots for your entire team, it's not good when the other team's got 10.
No, it's definitely not good. And for Deleted XD, it's like we were talking about, their passing was really, really good. It seemed like Cammy just had that X factor as well, was able to pull those solo goals. So they really do feel like they're bringing the heat. They're coming from a win like we talked about in the previous lower bracket matchup. And now they only need to win one more, JT. So if Subbro don't go back to back and, you know, the small reverse sweep, it's all over for them.
Yeah, and I think that deleted XDX there, they need to continue applying that pressure, right? They want to get into that upper bracket, that grand final there. They have to find a way to replicate this success here because they did a really good job in game one there. Gave credit where credit's due. They did a really good job of putting Supro into a little bit of a box there and not letting them get out of it there. So that's something that that Supro has to contend with here, as they are now on, you know, tournament lives on the line here, heading into game number 2.
Yeah, they got their tournament lives on the line, but they got to fight for them. We'll see if they can bounce back here in game number 2. Subbro must win for them. 5 minutes back on the clock. Let's get into it.
As Excel's here, getting the pocket picked, and Shocks right off the bat here. They said, listen, we want a new map here. We're not a big fan of this map. And clearly, they're a big fan of this map here because they rocket into the back of the net there early on.
This is huge. And Subbro playing off one of their strengths we talked about in their previous series is their kickoffs. It seems like, of course, as I said, that they lose a kickoff, but their kickoffs have been really good to get them some early possession. And to get that early goal feels just so good. I mean, not even 10 seconds in and you're on the board. Excels, though, unfortunately defending out on their own shot. It looked like Heps going up into the sky to try and grab some of the opponent's boost, trying to create that pressure and make sure they can get some more shots. Because like you mentioned at the end of last game, only 2 shots. Excel, this shot will hit.
And of course it's going to hit. Everything hit in this little sequence here. We've got 1 demo. We got 2 demo. We got 3 little demos and into the back of the net there.
There's just no way to defend that. I mean, both your defenders getting demoed. A nice easy drive right on into lead XD. Utilizing the violence here to get their equalizing goal. Right now, though, playing some defense off the kickoff. Subbro. That one hurts because it is a little bit close to who you first scored. But Hurts and Co. We'll see if they can make the pain go away just a little bit with this offensive drive. They got a 2v1, but Cryptic reads that out perfectly. Bumps it upwards to get it out of danger and gets it to the teammates, who's now making the aerial plays. The double commit on the right side of the net.
Yeah, good little clear there for the side of Sup Bros. They're able to breathe a little bit of sigh of relief here. A little response now as it's tied up 1-1 after deleted XD there. We're able to get that equalizer. 3:40 left to play. Heps dropping into the midfield right for Shocks there and pops it up. But it's well read there by Cryptic, trying to set something up here. But Hurts keeping that pressure on. Supro, they are fighting. They are swinging with all their might right now. And so far, it is not phasing deleted XDX.
Phasing them just yet, but see if they can do it on this offensive drive. Cryptic up towards the backboard, getting these clearing passes, not just going for a big booming clear, but getting it to the teammates, letting them take a little bit more space. But Supro trying to do midfield. Heps go for the shot there. Will be a little bit denied, but continuing the possession has been one of the key things from Subbro to try and keep that up, try and get some more shots, because it's kind of been a little bit dry from both teams since those first 2 goals.
It has, yeah, and I think it's settled into a nice little rhythm here where they're both kind of going back and forth. Neither one really giving the other team much of an advantage, which is good. Like it's a nice even matchup here. We'll love to see it as Cryptic now gets pocket picked there, and that's going to go to the back of the net. Shocks just a little bit faster in the air.
Yeah, this is a big play from Shocks to, just like you said, pick the pockets. They're completely empty, and the defender can't get back to that one. So Subbro really breaking down the mistakes of deleted XD and forcing them to make these plays that Subbro now with a 1-goal lead. Their 1-goal lead was diminished last time, but will not be this time. Shocks adds to the total with a beautiful shot.
Yeah, beautiful here. Excels. I'm not sure what they were doing there, that they couldn't get to the ball and ultimately put themselves in an awkward position to try to defend. And with the veteran like Shocks, they're able to definitely maneuver around it. doubles the lead 3-1 here, but I would not be surprised to see Deleted XD able to rally back in this one.
That is what you got to be careful about. They still have those offensive shooting threats. The ball is 90% gray. And somehow Supbro save it. They clear it out, and now they're onto the offense. Really good stuff here. That has to be so demoralizing for the Deleted XD. The defense already starting to break down the shot. Is pinched between the bar, goes up the backboard here. Supbro feel like gifted a little bit there.
Yeah, got away with one, but we will see if they can hold on there, as that might have been a bit of a jolt, might have been lulled a little bit, because sometimes, you know, when you get in these patterns, you just kind of get lulled into the game flow, and you kind of forget, you know, where you are at times there, and you cannot do that at this level, because they are going to punish any sort of mistake you make just from being in your own rhythm there, just because that's the thing where it's so complicated, where you want a little bit of rhythm, but if you are too zoned into your own rhythm there, you lose track of everything else going on.
That's very true. You have to be in the rhythm at times, but be out to make sure you're not just being super predictable for these teams to make sure they can punish those mistakes. But talking about mistakes, not really a lot of them from Supbro into this game. Looking good to bounce back here in game number 2. They still got to hold on to this lead for one more minute. 60 seconds is what they have to hold for, but we know that 2-goal lead could be dangerous, especially if those shots from Excel go right to the post.
Yeah, and Heps now trying to create some pressure here on the back line. There's so many in there, just double committing, triple committing, but able to get it away there. So in that regard, it does work out for them, but that could mess up their rotations here. You see the wave dashes on the wall there from Heps, trying to get it as fast as possible that wall, but it's a counterattack opportunity. Heps making it back in time to stymie that effort.
Really good job. Blocks it out. Saves it in time, and now under 30 seconds left to go. Hammy Crackers and co, they're just going to try and play aggressive. They're taking a step forward, trying to play this high line offense to just get as many shots as they can, but Supbro definitely contesting. 10 seconds left. Not really much you could do unless you score here. Excel's just trying to put it on in, but the time is done, and so is this game number 2. After it hits the ground, it'll be Supbro battling back in the series to take this second game.
Absolutely. It goes to a critical game number 3 here in the losers final. The winner, again, waiting for them in the grand final there, but they got to get there. And the only way to do that is going through the opponent in front of you. And the only way you can do that is by scoring more goals than them. And that's where it comes down to, is like who scored more goals. Right now, it seems like, you know, they were able to get more goals on the side of Supbro. But Deleted XDX, they're not getting nearly as many shots, though. You got 11 shots compared to, like, what, 8?
Yeah, I mean, you have some more shots, and it felt like the teamwork, the synergy that we talked about from Supbro that always seems to be there, especially Heps and Hurts, but Shox is that third player that could finish those goals. I mean, all 3 of those goals, I did not mention, by the way, Shox, hat trick, congratulations, but Heps and Hurts, all 3 of those goals were assisted by those players. So the teamwork seems like it is working, but we know anything can happen in a game 3, and it's not only a game 3, JT, it's an elimination game 3. It's a best of 1 to see who goes up to the grand finals and to see who's going home.
Yeah, best of 1, my favorite there, because now it all comes down to just one 5-minute match. See who comes out on top there, as we're going to get into this one. Game number 3 kicking off right now.
Game number 3 to find the winner here in this lower bracket final. Like we said, the winner, Turn, waiting for them up in the grand finals with that game advantage, but you gotta think about that later. Gotta think about this game right now. Some fast shots already coming out from Supbro. This is what you love to see, pressuring on the offense very early. Now Hammy Crackers just trying to get it out, flips it over one, doesn't get it over the second though.
Yeah, as you see, Hurts now trying to clear it out, maintain some control of this ball here. Looks for Shox. Shox there. He's got so much firepower in that little car of them, but ultimately up a goal to snack there. Well defended by Deleted XDX there. Hammy Crackers coming up big for their squad. Do they have more shenanigans and more highlight reel worthy plays in their bag, as that save came out from Cryptic? A huge stop as both goals have been tested here early in this one.
Yeah, both goals tested. Hammy Crackers going up into the sky, trying to test them into the air. I feel like that has been where Deleted XD has been a little bit more successful in the air, not as much on those ground passes. We'll see, though, as a good offensive drive from Subro already manifesting itself off into the corner. Heps just trying to delay time for the teammates to get that rotate around. Shocks have to go up this time because it is cleared on through. Got to be careful on the crossbar shot. Supro trying to hold down the defense, but it goes up in the air. It almost slips by. These shots from DeLXD are really challenging the goal.
Yeah, Excel's there, trying to get it out to midfield, but Shocks, another shot on target there. Hammy had to come up big for the save. Now it is a race counterattack there, and Heps makes the save in time, but that was a close call. Both teams have had him, and this is one almost slips by Heps again. Finally able to come in for that save, but 3 minutes in, carte blanche here on the screen. Ooh. No longer, says Hammy Crackers.
Yeah, Hammy just flies out of nowhere here. Cryptic sets this up first with a bounce off the backboard that leaves only one defender, and Shocks already unfortunately used the flip, already going in one direction, so nice, easy bounce off the ground. And for Delete XD, that has to feel really good. We've talked about how many opportunities they've already put on the board, how many tries they've already had, but how about Hurts on the other side? Subro, if they could get an equalizing goal quickly, that would be good for the morals here in game number 3.
Absolutely. As Hurts gets a pass one. No, Excels, excuse me. Able to block out Hurts from stopping, from getting any momentum going as Hammy Crackers challenging him here at midfield. We'll see now. Can they hold on to this lead as Heps and Supro chase the game? Everybody, the majority of the folks in chat believe that Supro can pull this one out, but right now, the flow goes in favor of Deleted XDX.
It's in their favor. Going on to a 1-goal lead, but still 2 minutes left to go. Going to be hopped on over from Hammy Crackers. Intercepted in the air. A nice redirect from Hurts, actually, to keep this ball in. It's going to be redirected towards their side. Now setting up some nice congestion on that goal line. The third player finds it. Hurts will find the equalizer. Took them 3 minutes, but they finally got it.
Yeah, and just sets up here. Hammy Crackers not able to get there in time. Saw exactly where he was trying to go for it, and I'm surprised he didn't go for the other part of the net there. But ultimately, he was just too far back in the net there. Wasn't able to accelerate in time to make the save. It's all knotted up here with a minute 45. Almost in there as Excelst can't get around Shocks.
What a weird angle that bounced off the corner of the post there. But yeah, Subro, we could see their teamwork working really well. I believe a bump on that last play to put them in that bad position to make sure they can score that goal. And now it's all equalized. Now you got a minute 30 to prove yourself, to prove you still belong back in that grand finals. But in possession here for a little bit of a second. We'll bounce it up over one. Hurts going to try and bounce it through midfield. Nobody's there. 1v1. Get it past Hammy Crackers because they have boost.
Yeah, as Heps now looking for that wall pinch there. Shocks keeping the pressure up here, but Excelst, no boost, doesn't matter. Still able to clear it out all the way up to Hurts, though, as they keep that pressure on that back line here. Less than a minute to go.
To the corner here for Subro. Back on the defense. Don't want to be here for a lot of time. Want to make sure they're getting into that offense. A dangerous waterfall, a double commit on offense from Deleted XDX. Unable to find the goal. Both teams staring down overtime if this line holds for 30 more seconds. But anything can happen, JT, in these final 30.
Absolutely, as Hurts pops it up here, looking for an opportunity for their teammate there, but Hammy Crackers able to get it out to midfield. Heps finds Hurts, and Hurts taking him one-on-one there against Excelst. But here comes Shocks, who is so deadly when need be by their team, and the team needs somebody to be clinical in front of goal. Otherwise, we could see overtime here, and then anything could happen in overtime. A goal opportunity for both teams awaits.
It's on the clock, though. No, Cryptic!
Oh, man.
There were zeros. It was headed that way, but unfortunately it bounces off the ground. So we get overtime. The stakes could not be higher. One goal is all it takes. And a nice little pinch to the wall, but it doesn't go in. Shocks has an open goal. Won't be able to find it open for long as Cryptic blocks it out. So many tense opportunities already here in this overtime. And JT, we only need one goal.
You only need one goal opportunity here. It is truly the best of one you can get there when it's decided by an overtime winner. Both teams have taken a lick. Both teams have scored a goal. Both teams are getting bumps in here. Now let's see if there will be a bump or demo that opens things up on the back line. That will be the decider. Would love nothing more here as we are encroaching upon a minute into overtime and neither team really giving any sort of edge to their opponent.
Just yet. Maybe up here on this offensive drive from Deleted XTX again. The team coming
there it is!
from the lower bracket. There it is. Yeah, just an open goal. Hertz will find it. We are all done. Subbro has scored the goal. They have found the counter attack, and they make you pay all day long. They're moving back up to the grand finals.
Absolutely, and Subpro going back up to the grand finals here, despite how well the Deleted XDX was able to play here. Ultimately, they come up just a little bit short, but they do leave us with a great opportunity to kind of promote, again, the 100th edition of the Weekly Blizzard here, which will be, in part, sponsored by Deleted XD. So well done to them. You get some free advertisements for next week's show.
Yeah, shout out to Deleted XD. Again, huge shout out. They are going to be a sponsor for our 100 next week. It's been a long time with Blizzard now, so the 100th edition, super hype. I also got to say that Deleted XD, just a shout out to them in general, a massive charity organization. And, you know, getting third is still a massive achievement, but now we get to look for JT Sup, bro. They get a rematch, and they get another chance in this grand finals matchup.
They do, yeah. I think that's going to be exciting for them to see how they match up against that team that first took them out in the winners final. So we'll see if they are able to overcome that bracket once again. Turinturo. The tongue twisters come back for the grand finals, and we will come back for the grand finals, but not just yet. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, ladies and gents, to Frost Esports. Still here with our weekly Blizzard tournament, Rocket League tournament, by the way. It's number 99, and we are approaching the final series of the night. The grand finals between two amazing teams that we've already seen play once, but they get to play it now in a little bit longer of a series.
Yeah, we'll see how these two match up. As again, this is a bit of a banger matchup. Last time these two got to meet up in that winners finals, but here's going to be an opportunity for these two teams to really be able to shine. Obviously, grand finals, you have that opportunity to see how you match up. And again, like we said, they have Turinturo. They have that game advantage here. So now it's going to be up to Supro to overcome that. And that's going to be their first challenge is can they take a game off Turinturo? If they are able to do that, then they have, kind of that more even playing field there. But Turinturo, they come in here with that advantage. That is not insignificant.
No, it's not. And for Subro, you can't wait until game number 4 to win. I'm sorry. You're going to need to pick up some wins here a little bit early. Because, again, that 3-1 series, although it was a 3-1, if you remember, it was 2-1. So they started a little bit late into the series. So I think if they start up a little bit faster, if they can build that momentum. And obviously, they're coming off fresh. That's one of the things we usually talk about here is the team sitting up here. Yes, they got the game advantage, but hopefully they have been staying warm, playing some free play, doing something to, keep themselves active.
Yeah, and that's something you kind of have to do there is, you get that advantage of having that extra game, but you also have that, sort of disadvantage of just kind of sitting for a while. And we'll see if they're able to get into that there as we get, trying to figure that out. Because, again, it's one of those things where we're having, that sort of just that low in there. As we are going to go ahead and try to find ourselves into this game here, as we are going to figure out what's going on there, as we have some unable
all
to
the
find
issues
servers.
figured out. We can the servers, we're making them. We're making the servers. We're fixing them. But before we can get into that game, obviously big promotion for next week. It's number 100 here for the Blizzard tournament. It is going to be a lot of excitement. Make sure to get your team off of the Discord, get them signed up. Obviously, a huge thank you to Deleted XD and Valor for sponsoring that one. It's going to be exciting. Get in there, get your team in there. A lot of prizing, a lot of fun, and maybe you'll see our amazing faces here there as well.
Yeah, we can only hope, though. Certainly, it will be, of course, a big affair. Anytime we can, it's always going to be a fun one there. As it looks like I'm finally able to get into it. I don't know if Llama's there or not, but I was having some issues there. And if we're all groovy. I should hear something. Maybe I don't know. Are you groovy, Llama? Are you groovy? Are you grooving?
Pretty groovy.
Are you Dr. Schultz? You gentlemen?
Yeah, I'm pretty groovy right now. I'm excited. I mean, my excitement is kind of like maybe there. Let's go there because okay, I'm excited for this grand final. Although it's two teams. It's going, but I think it'll be more exciting as the series goes on because we got possibly 7 games, 6 games on stream that we can get to. If it would go to a game 7, that would just make my night. Like, I mean, nothing be better.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I would love to see that game 7. However, the only way to learn is by playing, and the only way to begin playing is by beginning. So let's get all the kiddies in the pool, jump on in here, and let's get this kickoff started properly, as this is the grand finals of number 99 Blizzard coming right at you.
Here we go, grand finals. Gonna be exciting, bro. Starting, of course, with the game disadvantage. Turinturo will be the squad with the game advantage towards their own. So that extra game that will be played on stream here that they earned from winning that winners final. Now we'll see if Subro can come out swinging. We know that offense has kind of come in bursts, so we'll see if they can start to find it early.
Yep, Pablo, keep that tempo there. That's kind of his role for the team there, is just kind of maintaining tempo, keeping everybody in check. Corrosive, will they pop off, or will it be Ultor, who's able to find the net here for this team? They are able to do so with such of efficacy earlier on in the stream. Boom. Dangerous save there, but well done, as Hertz was looking dangerous. Heps now trying to drop it in there, but Ultor able to make a save once again here, keeping this team alive defensively, as coming out swinging, Supro is certainly looking to try to redeem themselves early on.
Redeem themselves and need to start early in the series as they're using some of that offensive prowess here to get it going, keep that possession towards their own, and try and control the flow state of how this ball is going. Right now, the offense leads itself off into the corner where looks like the play will kind of die out for now. Turinturo, though, we know they're dangerous counterattack. If you give them any space, they will break those mistakes down and find those goals off the rotates.
Yeah, as Pablo tries to set this up the wall here, but Heps able to respond in kind as Corrosive got past one, but Shox is there. But here comes Ultor, and Ultor not able to get there, but Pablo with the mop and bucket saying, hey, this is my goal to clean up an aisle goal. And we got ourselves a 1-0 ball game with 3:13 left to play.
1-0 early-ish goal here from Turinturo, and you know they are not stopping here. Their momentum from the previous series carrying into this one, and definitely not showing really any signs of rust or cold or anything. They didn't get caught in the blizzard or anything, even though they are in the blizzard. So see if they continue to play that way. Supbro trying to just again get that first goal, try and get going, because it seems like once they get that first goal, once they get the monkey off their back, it seems like they are free to just go crazy in a game.
Yeah, as it stands right now, though, they've got a little bit of a trunk monkey to deal with there, which, you know, as you all know, the trunk monkey comes out when someone's trying to break into your car. They weak up and they get a crowbar and they whack that person upside the head there. Man, let me tell you, Super Bowl commercials back in the day were absolutely goated, man. That was one of those great commercials of the day back then. Nevertheless, though, great shot from Ultor, displayed away by Shox. And now Pablo continuing to ask questions of this back line of Supro. They've yet to find a way to break through here in this grand final.
To find a way to break through this hard-hitting defense from Turinturo right now. Corrosive, a nice little shot laid towards the right side of the goal. Unfortunately, the Supro defense holding just a little bit too strong. Dangerous on the 1v1 right there. Corrosive once again doing everything. Another contest. The teammate flies in. Ultor with wings will add a second.
Yeah, and this was just a little bit unfortunate there from Shox, not able to get up and make the save. Just miscalculated the jump, and that's going to happen every once in a while there. But Ultor, you know, they're a reason why they are so strong for this team here. That SSL badge there, a goal and assist, and a couple of saves already in this game here. A minute 45, minute 40 left to play in game number 2 on game number 1 on stream, though. And what a shot from Heps as a response.
Absolute sniper scope here. Hertz and Heps combining once again. I mean, that angle is absolutely crazy. Bounces it off that left post and finds its way on into the back of the net. So Supro, like we said, once they get that first goal, they start to build up some good momentum. They're going to have to build it up quickly, though. They only have a minute and 30 to do so. So off this kickoff, they get the possession, hopefully looking to continue it. Hertz goes out to the corner, trying to get the demo as well. Might need to get the mechanic out for that car, but unfortunately, they can't hold the possession as Pablo trying to create stuff the other way.
Yeah, now Heps just kind of feathering that boost, waiting for Hertz there to drop it in, the double tap off the side. Beautiful way to tie it up here.
Beautiful Heps and Hertz once again. The double H combo, we know double-edged sword that they can provide. 2 back-to-back goals now for Supro and JT. They have completely destroyed any lead that was there.
Yeah, what a way to come back into this game here. Just stayed calm, didn't allow themselves to panic, and now with just over a minute left to play in regulation, they are looking at trying to find a lead here and erase the game advantage of Turinturo. Name escaped me for a second there. I don't know. I was just thinking of Oppenheimer and just like, you know, other weird names. So, meanwhile, Corrosive says, remember this name right now.
I remember Corrosive's name because has been really putting on some good shots, and this one, no different from the rest, beats the defender, top right corner. That is a beautiful shot from Turinturo there. They are now up 3-2. Supro, where is your response? You scored 2 in a row. You got smacked, but can you get right back up and get that offense going? Only about 30 seconds to do so. So they got to be careful as that time is running low.
Time is running low as what indeed they were able to retake the deficit of 2 goals. Now they just need to do it one more time here within regulation before they stare down at a 2-game hold. Peps got past one there. Can he get around the second one? No. Ultor, again, so strong in the air. So strong for his team. Working together with Corrosive here. Trying to send it up here.
No. There's on the clock. I mean, Supro, they got to keep it up and alive if they want to go, and they unfortunately cannot. Turinturo looked a little bit spicy for a second in the mid-game, but he will be taking what is technically game number 2 in this series, adding on to their game advantage. And I gotta say, Corrosive, what a game for them. Absolutely popping off.
Yeah, Corrosive was kind of everywhere for their team there. They didn't really show it on the stat sheet there, but, you know, obviously having an assist there and a goal as well. But Ultor, you know, like I said, they were kind of really weird when, you know, when the game was on the line there, Ultor was there to make some clutch saves, 3 saves there. I mean, and they were able to just keep peppering the backboard there. There are a lot of saves coming out there from the side of Supro, but ultimately, you know, they're playing they're just on the back foot just a little too much there. And that leads to advantage to Turno now to the tune of 2 games.
Yeah, it does. And for Supro, they're kind of playing weird. I mean, this week, it kind of seems like they're a little bit off. They're taking some time to cook. They're taking some time to get that gas burning. So I think really important for them is, once again, getting those early goals, because now you're down 2 games in the series. I'm not saying it's, you know, impossible to come back, but if you lose this 3rd game, it's going to be tough, to say the least.
Yeah, they just got to, you know, pull out their inner Barbie, because, you know, nothing's impossible for Barbie. You know, but, you know, sometimes you just got to believe in yourself that you are enough.
Can't do it.
Listen, I'm going to be seeing both movies, you know, this week. All right, I'm very excited. All right, you can't stop me.
Okay, I won't try to stop you. Right now, we'll see if they can stop the Supro offense. Will be stopped almost immediately as Pablo carrying it off to the other side, looking for a pass, a waterfall down. Corrosive, who other to receive the perfect pass and the perfect goal.
Yeah, Pablo here off the wall, the corner, beautiful cross in there, and Corrosive drops it in like a mad lad. Incredible. The angles that we're getting these from, insane.
Crazy. Corrosive almost with another off of kickoff, but we'll be able to find a second one, and that's huge. Like we said, to get that early lead on Supro, they're going for some good passing plays off of the kickoff to carry that possession. Good pass again, but a little piece of it actually picked up from Turinturo, so able to hold the defense, and once again, Pablo cutting the lines of these passes, not letting them get to their targets.
No, they're not. This is going to be an opportunity here for Corrosive. Once again, the shot, though, aided by his teammate, ultimately well deflected by the side of Supro. They are looking to try to find something here, as it is all one-way traffic, and that traffic just keeps on turning. It's turno.
So many turns, so many T's, so many words. Too much for my small caster brain, but I do know that they are hitting ball very well, and the scoreboard right now still in their favor, 1-0. So see if they can continue to hold. Still 3 minutes left to go for that. Corrosive trying to dive right into the back line, leave for the teammate. Pablo back to Ultor to set up the play. Corrosive with another good hit in. Well, turn, they're just having a really good possession game. The demo this time off the backboard, the shot goes wide.
Yeah, now Ultor wise enough to get backtrack and find that ball in their own defensive half here. Trying to find something up, set it up for the team. Corrosive to Ultor, looking for Corrosive once again. They're the 1-2 combo. Can Ultor put it home? No. Hurts now, trying to break this into a counterattack opportunity, but Pablo is there to stop it.
To stop it there, to pop it here as they travel back down the court. Their offense really contesting, it seems like, on every single shot. Half this game left to play, and still only a scary 1-goal lead for Supro. He easily cut down one single mistake that you find out the shot is wide. The second one will not be. Heps will find it, finds the equalizer, and another great pass between this duo.
You'd almost call this a steal, except I don't know if that would have gone in the back of the net there if Heps hadn't intervened. So Hurts, you know, might have been that one, but Heps able to secure it for the team to keep them alive here with just over 2 minutes to play for here in Game 3.
Friendly fire off of the kickoff for Subro running into each other, but that's a huge goal. Now got to keep on cooking here, keep on going, increase that gas up to 10 here so they can get that water to a boil before it is too late. Again, Turn, they responded last game after those 2 goals, so Subro, you're gonna need more than a tied game to hold this lead. Now up into the air, gotta be careful. That is where Turn have been very much succeeding, and with a minute 30 left, you don't want them succeeding if you're Subro. Oh, shot.
No, dangerous there. Corrosive able to clear it out to the side as they are still all tied up here. It really does seem, though, that last 30 seconds is when you find the most danger, or last 45, really, is when you seem to always find a goal here between these 2 teams here. So who will come up big for their team? Shots!
Have your answer. Shocks this time assisted by Heps. A really good just reception from Subro. Drive it into the left side of the net, and now the lead is yours. Up by 1, minute 16 left to play, but you got to hold it. Your defense cannot crumble at this moment. Turinturo, they're going to try and make them crumble. Try to get these aerial plays done. Right now, the defense holding somewhat strong as we approach 1 minute left.
1 minute rain. Corrosive popping it up here, sending it into the corner. Shocks has to chase that down, but Pablo's able to set it up here for an opportunity. Ultor, his team trailing here. Not something they're used to seeing at the late hours of a game. Will this affect them, or are they clutch enough to extend their game advantage to 3?
That's the question. 30 seconds is all they have for Turinturo. Gotta be now. 30 seconds on the clock. They have to start from their defensive zone, and they might have to start. Oh, another goal down. Subro, 1 goes wide, but this extra pressure is just feeling so nice for them. Corrosive trying to create the plays, trying to create that space up in the air. Down to half a minute. Ultor towards the backboard, denied again, off into the corner. We're back to single digits for Corrosive and co. The score is available at the 0-second marker, but they gotta build up the defense. The post blocks it out. The 4th man from Subro might have just saved this game, saved the streak, but Ultor says no.
Holy Toledo! What a shot here from Ultor to tie it up with 0 seconds left. Send us into overtime in Game 3.
Turinturo will not go quietly into the night. They will not go down without fighting. Response goal is there. Now overtime. JT, now it is golden goal, and okay. A little bit anticlimactic there, Heps. Why not?
Hey, listen, you know, they wanted to secure that one, so all credit to them here. Good job, Heps. You know, like, Dale gave me a little bit of a heart attack there, but you were able to secure game number 3. Keep yourselves alive in this series after giving up that late. I mean, you cannot get any later on the equalizer in regular time there. So they were able to take care of it there with 2 goals from Heps, a goal from Shocks. But man, Ultor at the end of regulation. Holy Toledo.
Yeah, and that can get dangerous as we're looking a little bit further down in the series. You get to less and less games where those goal line mistakes really can cost you. But I gotta say, a really good game for Subro overall. Not only do they pick up a win in the series, not let their opponents on a 3, but it felt like Heps and Hertz were just a 2-headed dragon running towards the goal. It seemed like their passes were just totally on point, and their teamwork was on point as well.
Yeah, teamwork was really there. Subro really able to step up pretty well here in this game. So now they have to replicate, they have to duplicate that success, right? They have to be able to find ways to continue to find, get behind them and score those goals. Because again, they were able to do it this time, but it took an overtime winner, right? They weren't able to clutch it out in regulation. So now my challenge to them, if you're going to be successful in this series, clutch it in regulation.
That is the challenge for them. We'll see if they can accomplish that here in what is game number 4. Obviously, Turinturo did start that game advantage. They still have that game advantage technically now in the series. And again, they're still feeling somewhat comfortable because they do have those 2 wins because, again, they take another one. They're right on that series point, which is, you know, 1 step away from grabbing that trophy crown. But Subbro definitely trying to battle back in the series and some good possession for the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, we're guaranteed a Game 5 regardless here, so that is 1 success down there. You can guarantee a Game 5. That means a better chance of success of getting a win here for Subbro. You know, just by statistics, they have a better likelihood of finding some wins here. And this is a dangerous shot there. Corrosive able to get there at the last second here. These 2 teams clearly on par as far as skill, just matching like for like, hat on hat, strength on strength.
Strength on strength here. Both teams trying to battle, arm wrestle for this lead right now. Still 0-0 though. Nobody's wrist hit that mat just yet, but Pablo trying to slam it down here. Won't find anybody. Really good reads, I gotta say, from Subbro as this series has gone on. They've gotten a little bit better at that goal line communication to make sure they're not allocating too many resources towards those shots, making sure they're not overcommitting here. But you know, turinturo, at any moment that offense can find a spark, and I feel like Corrosive needs to, you know, start putting up these great assists once more.
Yeah, we need to find some more cohesiveness in the attack there, because both teams really doing a good job of being disruptive defensively, right? You know, they're not allowing those opportunities to really string together passes. They're neither one maintain possession for very long before it's quickly intercepted.
Hold it for too long. It will bounce around the bounce house here. Subbro trying to get something done, but looks like Corrosive and co. They have some other thoughts. A nice midair pass that won't be unable to be read. It's going to be kept in. Ultor actually off the backboard. Keep it in for a long time. Unfortunately, can't steal out the opponent's boost, so that means you'll have to pass it back to your midfielder and hope for the best up in the air. They have been dangerous there, but the air does not bear any fruit this time.
No fruit this time as Heps trying to set it in there, looking for an opportunity. Corrosive pops it up, looking for Ultor. Can Ultor find a way to crack this defense here? I was trying to see some defensive demos here, trying to stutter this attack here. The save from Heps as Ultor was driving down, bearing on them.
On him was really, really close of a shot there. Pablo this time towards the backboard, sets up the secondary shot, but their teammate is back in their defensive zone, wasn't rotated there to finish it. Corrosive, we know they've done crazy stuff, but Hertz is saying, I know you've done crazy stuff as well, so denies them in the air before anything manifests. JT, we've had 3 minutes of Rocket League, and both these teams, the defenses are holding.
Yeah, 3 minutes of Rocket League and change now, minute 45 left to play here in game number 4. It's going to be close here. I don't know how many goals we have in this game here. This is going to be one of those defensive battles. We've seen it throughout this game 4 already, and I expect that that's not going to change anytime soon. You see these demos here opening up opportunities, but shots, they're able to respond in kind, not allowing those opportunities to turn into anything more than just idle threats.
Threats on the board, threats on both sides, threats everywhere, but right now the scoreboard still sitting with no threats on it, 0-0 as we approach the final minute. I mean, we could honestly be thinking it's possibly golden goal territory right now, that you score this next goal, it's so much momentum towards your team, and with 1 minute remaining, you got to go now.
Yeah, you kind of have to go ham there, drop all the reserves that in the tank right now, give them an opportunity here, just throw everything at the wall, see what sticks, because right now, 45 seconds, I don't think that either team's going to be able to recover if they concede a goal at this point.
You know, Turn might be able to because they've already scored a 0-second goal line goal, but we'll see if that does come into play down the line. 30 seconds left to go here for both squads. It's still a dry game until now. Almost Subbro, almost looking for that shot, barely saved the hairline of the hood. Able to find that one. Now Subbro got to get back in the defense. Turn, their counterattack has been good before, but really good job once again from Subbro to just keep control. I mean, we're under 10 seconds. Still no goal. We could be going to overtime. Shocks gets a shot up towards the backboard, denied by it, but bouncing around for just a little bit, and we do have overtime.
A zero goal overtime here, so this is truly one of those crazy battles where this restart could change everything here. whoever's better prepared for it there might secure the victory for the team, as that is a wonderful pass there for Corrosive, and Pablo creates that pass, and Corrosive puts it home to increase the advantage for turinturo.
Yeah, and I mean, we've talked about their counterattack for a while, and that was just a really good read out of the air, really good finish overall, and you know, what else could you want? You know, a 1-0, you shut out your opponents, you take it in 12 seconds in the overtime, and now JT, for Turn, they are 1 game away from taking the entire tournament.
Yeah, and this tournament here, again, $100 on the line here in this number 99. This is perhaps the biggest that they've seen here. Match point, tournament point, championship point here, whatever you want to call it, for turinturo. Now, this is where the real pressure begins for them, right? Because that's, you're talking about that money on the line here. That $100, it's as sweet as it can get, right? Well, and we'll see here if that is going to be theirs to claim, or if Supro can play the spoiler. They still have a chance to play spoiler.
They do. They do. Obviously, talking about big bucks, make sure to check out next week's the 100th Frost Blizzard event. It is going to be huge, massive. Make sure to get your team in there. Join the Frost Discord to do so. Obviously, shout out to Elite XD and Valor for sponsoring the prize pool for that one. But it's going to be a huge event. Obviously, we are going, like you said, now the pressure is on. For Subbro, you have to win from here on out. They've been in this position before. They did take 1 win when they were in this position last time. But again, I feel like they need to heat up quickly in this next game.
They absolutely do. They need to find themselves into this matchup if they are going to be able to survive and force a game 6 here. This is their lives on line. They've only been able to take a single game off of turinturo. 2 games officially there between the 2 series there, as Hertz can't get around Corrosive there, but this is certainly going to be a massive undertaking for them. Ooh. Just like it is going to be a massive tournament next week there. Exclamation point 100 in the chat there. We're going to keep it 100 for you folks here the rest of the way.
Gonna keep it that way. Also, prize, but like we said, already $500 on the line, 5 times of what it is tonight. So like you said, make sure to get your team in there. But for right now, we are looking at the stalemate once again. Both these teams unable to score in regulation in the previous game, hoping to do it a little bit earlier. And obviously for turinturo, you just want this pressure to end, right? It can be sometimes hard to close out the tournament. So if you can get this done 4-1 as quick as possible, not give Subbro that spark that's needed to come back in the tournament, that would feel pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to give them even more motivation. Ooh. I think if they don't come out and clutch this out here, regardless, certainly this is something that, you know, that is going to be, I think, I don't know if turinturo's won the Blizzard before here, but this has certainly not been on our list of recent winners here. So I think they really want this one real bad, and I think that's what's kind of driving them as hard as it is.
They want it real bad, and their players are playing real good. Like we said, every single one of them is working well together. And, you know, I feel like the longer this standoff holds, the longer that we hold at a 0-0, Corrosive will be able to strike and Turn can take the advantage.
Man, that's a great prediction there. That's an incredible, impeccable prediction there. Corrosive with a splitting of the atom here to break open this game 1-0. Looking for those opportunities here. And Supro coming up a little bit short here as turinturo. Again, it just seems like when you look at them on the field right now, they just kind of want this more right now. And until we see otherwise from Supro, that is what I'm kind of led to believe here, is that turinturo just want it a little bit more.
They They want it more, and right now they have it more. That lead, not only in the series, in this game, feels so good. I was literally going to say, before that goal happened, that the longer that standoff holds, it just feels like it benefits turinturo. It feels like these standoffs, the pressure is not as much on their shoulders. They're able to make these plays like that one. Ultor is keeping that ball in for so long. Can't finish the job, but again, the possession they're holding is draining the time. We're already down to 2 minutes.
Yeah, and it was what I was really loving is that Ultra just kind of breaking the axles. It had 2 defenders there, and was able to send one defender flying off into no man's land on that. Now Shocks able to take that air dribble and take it all the way home for the equalizer.
This is beautiful. Shock's just a solo play. There's one defender left, so what do you do to beat him? You bounce it off the ground. Lovely stuff. Good finish there for Subro, and a goal they definitely needed because 2 minutes left to go. Not a lot of time here, but now we're back to equal. Maybe we'll see this deadlock hold. Hertz wants to make sure that they can force another game here, leaving the waterfall in a dangerous spot. The teammate of Shocks will be able to pick up the pieces of the play, but unfortunately the pass is in too much pieces because the offense unable to hold it for now.
Yeah, and here comes the retake of possession there by turinturo. Corrosive there is trying to set up for Ultor. Ultor can't find the drop down, which could have been a surefire goal to take them ahead. Ultimately, though, now it is an opportunity here for Hertz to slam it off the sidewall and remain 1-1, carte blanche, as we are a minute 15 left to play in regulation.
15, dropping down to that minute marker. It does also seem a couple nervy shots. Both teams just able to finish some of them here on the back end of it, and now down to 60 seconds. You cannot have those. You need to find them. Pablo diving, line backing their way through. The second player will get a good shot that goes up to the crossbar. Pablo keeping it up, stalling it in the air. So much danger around that area, and even though they don't take the goal, another really good opportunity. Subro, they need to lock it in here. Cannot allow a goal here in the final 30 seconds.
Yeah, and that was some nervy defending there from turinturo, as they are still facing some pressure here by Subro. Hertz trying to ramp it up here. That's a dangerous shot, saved away by Corrosive. So they're able to knock it off their own backboard there to keep it alive here. Pablo sends it down, looking for Corrosive there. Doesn't quite connect on the pass, as we're in the final few seconds of regulation. It is all knotted up. Will there be a late goal? No, we got ourselves golden goal for the tournament potential.
Possibly for the tournament. We've had 2 overtimes. Subro has won one of them. Turn has won the other. Both have been under 15 seconds. And maybe here, a good shot from the air here. Maybe a follow-up from Hertz is not there. Corrosive looking for the teammate play. Corrosive takes the ball themselves, and the tournament is there.
The tournament point the best way. A great air dribble, then the bump to secure it, keeping the defender out of the way there. And that is game, set, match, tournament. Bang! Going to turinturo.
I mean, what a play. What a play. It was quick. It was 16 seconds, okay? We didn't end under 15 seconds that time, but wow, what a finish.
All scored under 20 seconds. Under 20 seconds. Let's go with that.
Under 20.
Under 20.
Under 20, yes. But what a staple. Like, Corrosive, we've talked about them all day long, all series long, as the player, them, that was doing everything. And Corrosive, just to end it like that, that is memorable.
Yeah, and you know, credit to them there. I think that was one where, you know, we asked questions early on with this turn team, right? We thought, hey, this is just going to be the old tour show, and everyone else is just kind of watching them there. And they really kind of flipped that dynamic on the head there. They changed the narrative of their story, so to speak. They manifest their own destiny there, right? They kind of, you know, they became, each one of them kind of became a little bit of their own Barbie, right? You know, they all had their own stories to play, and, you know, their own jobs to work in. You know, they were able to succeed there, just like Barbie won the box office this weekend.
Yeah, well, obviously they succeeded, like you said, and they get the trophy. That's what
They get the trophy
on
right there.
this side. But yeah,
Right there.
they deserve it. Turinturo will be taking home first place. Obviously, got to give huge congrats to Sub-Pro for making it this far, still pulling home the second place. I mean, they still showed some really good duo potential from Heps and Hertz, but unfortunately, the game advantage, once it kind of got out ahead of them, they just weren't able to catch back up.
Yeah, but that does give extra motivation for Sub-Pro because certainly they are a perennial winner in our books here at Frost. But maybe they'll be waiting up and training extra hard for the Frost 100 exclamation point 100 in the chat there because we have our 100th episode of the Frost Weekly Tournament there, which will be next Monday with $500 on the line, all thanks to our main stage sponsor, Deleted XD, and of course, special thanks as well to our other sponsor, Valor, as well.
Huge thank you to them. Like you said, you heard JT, get your team in there because that's your redemption chance. But we also run these Blizzard tournaments every single Monday. So maybe you guys are sitting in there. Get in the Discord and, get your team in here to participate in these. Also, some other things, like we've said before, if you haven't noticed, Frost had a rebrand a couple of weeks ago. We got a new logo, got new merch as well that is pretty awesome. Looks pretty stylish. So make sure to pick up some on the way out.
Absolutely, yeah. And for that merch there, looks pretty sleek out there, not gonna lie. I am a fan of good-looking jerseys, and I wouldn't lie to you when I say that, the jersey do be looking pretty good there. I appreciate the work that the artists put into it there, and we got to appreciate all the effort that came out from Turinturo there to clutch out the victory tonight, for they are your Frost 99 Blizzard champions.
Huge congrats to them. Obviously, all the players, big props to them for coming out on a Monday night, playing some Rocket League. Appreciate all of you guys, all you fun chatters out in Twitch chat tonight. Obviously, a huge thanks to the big man, Nick NCS, behind the scenes, pressing all the buttons, doing all the production work to make sure you guys have a clear and awesome view. And a huge thank you to JT and myself. Our Twitters are down below if you want to throw us a follow. Check us out.
No, they're not Twitters anymore. They're X's.
Oh, yeah, sorry. All
right, Yeah, you gotta keep your X's, together, so because otherwise X is gonna give it to you. Don't be excused.
Yeah.
All right. This is getting a little exhausting. So let's not have an exodus as we exit this Twitch stream here. So thank you guys so much for joining us. For Nick, for Llama77, I'm JT Displays. We will see you guys next week. Peace.